Welcome back to Wild Man Breaks with Ken. This is another hospital we're taking a look at, a vintage hospital here. This is the Lego Dacta Hospital from 1993, and it's set 9364. So this was a very special set because this is the education series. So the only people that had access to this were really teachers and schools. So it came with this overall kind of card showing the full setup of the hospital. Obviously, this was really meant to kind of play around with and build alternates with, but this is kind of the layout they originally had designed. And the whole hospital comes in this box. So you get this nice big box that was meant to kind of throw the pieces back in and stack with other boxes in the classroom. So you get that really cool kind of Lego Dacta box as well. So let's take a look through the hospital here. So first of all, we get a nice little kind of doctor car. So here's the car here. There is no stickers in this set at all. And there's no kind of like Red Cross logoing on the vehicle or Star of Life logoing. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. You got the flippy hatch here with the flippy window. You could hold kind of your suitcase in the back, one minifigure in the front, and a pretty good little build there. The top flips up, so you can load your minifigure in there. And then here's the little doctor that came in it. So it's interesting, the logos for this set all come with this torso with kind of the double zipper design. And this was used, I believe, in the, there's a trauma set we're gonna take a look at, the trauma team set. So there's no like medical insignias in this set at all. No Star Lives, no Red Crosses, which are very common in other kind of medical sets from the different time periods. So this is kind of representing the medical figure. So you got one there. Came with an old tree. You get a large one and a small one. So there's our little trees there. Then we have the ambulance. So here's the ambulance here. These are full print pieces. So this is a printed red, printed privacy over a clear piece. So you can kind of see inside there that they are printed. The back flips up and down, and these little windows flip out as well. Top, you got a little antenna. This is a print piece here. You got your little siren up top, all brick built. There's your front. So this flips up to put your figure inside there. Little cockpit there, just with a backrest and a steering wheel. There's your headlight. Some nice little wheels there. And the back could fully load the stretcher. So you can actually take the stretcher and pop it right in. So we can take it off of our little, what they would call ambulance drivers at the time. Definitely we're gonna call them paramedics today. But at that time, that's what they would have been called. And you can load your stretcher and it should sit on these rails. There we go. You can close that up. So you can kind of see your patient in there. And you can see the stretcher sits perfectly down that laneway. So really cool to sit the actual patient in there. And then here would be your paramedic ambulance driver character. Nice little white hat there. There you go. So we'll move the vehicles to the side here and the trees. So that was just kind of like shown to be laid out in the middle. There's no kind of base plate in the middle. And then the hospital is made up of these 4 sections. So these are not connected. So each of these kind of free floats. So we'll take a look at each section here. So this one here is definitely the entranceway. So you have these cool doors. And again, no stickers or anything on this set, but you get these 2 big doors that open here. This is a pretty cool old piece where it's all one piece. The frame, the doorknob, and everything is all built in. So you've got 2 of those to kind of open from the entrance. Some nice big windows here. All the walls are built with these tall panels in 3x1 or 2x1. And then you got lots of these little cabinets here. So you can place things in them. So that's pretty cool to kind of hide stuff with. A little coffee machine here and a plant. Here's a little table, the nice little lamp build, and the classic Lego City mug that you see in pretty much every city set coming further. Some nice 3 yellow chairs there. I believe this is our family walking in. That kind of goes with the story with this set. So I believe this is the kid with the set, and there would be the parents. There's another kind of doctor walking in behind here, and you got a reception area with looks like some little computer panels and a clock and a phone, and those are all printed pieces that come with it. I would assume that's maybe an antenna. You get some nice big windows in the back there, and then you've got another medical person here as well as two more kind of sitting chairs. So that would be kind of our entrance sort of reception area. Then we've got our operating room and kind of our post-op room. So I believe these are to signify oxygen tanks, so that's pretty cool. Back here again, you get another cabinet with, I believe, like a soap dispenser and a sink. Here's our IV pole, maybe holding some blood, because you got the red there. You got the nice operating room stretcher here. All the patients are kind of insignified by this whole white look. So all white torso and pants. There's another kind of doctory character. And back here would be all our like anesthesia machines. So all of these are prints. There again, no stickers in this set. And it's all kind of brick built with prints there. Then you got another control panel here with some medication, I would assume. So kind of a medication machine there. So that's your operating room. And then up here, you've also got some lights to kind of signify those OR lights. Then this would be the kind of post-op. So you got a big phone here. Again, a cool print that's pretty vintage on a little stand with your clock there. 3 more of these cabinets, and all these cabinets do open up. You got the IV pole in the back with kind of a like a medication on this side, and again, maybe blood on this side. And these little bed builds, which are done multiple times throughout the sets. They're really nice little builds. It's just 4 barrel pieces on the bottom with 1x8 plates, and then a 4x6 plate on top with a little 2x4 slanted, and these 2 fence pieces, and then the antenna piece back there for the IV pole. So that's pretty cool. So that's kind of our post-op unit. Then we have sort of our ward room. So this would be like the patient recovery, the standard kind of hospital ward. So you get 3 more beds. Each has a chair. Each has a cabinet with a mug and a flower on it. And then they've all got those nice IV pole bills with kind of the blood and medication sort of hanging there. And you've got some patients hanging out in here. Over here, you've got the double sink. So this is a really cool old sink piece that I hadn't seen prior to getting into these vintage sets. You now see kind of the gold piece in the newer ones. There's again another little cabinet to open up. And they didn't have anything in the cabinets, but again, obviously you could play with this and make it what you want. Then our last section here is the rehab unit. So you've got some nice stationary bikes for patients to kind of exercise on. You got 3 big like cabinet kind of locker things here. So this would be like storing gear or equipment. Then you've got, these are like those walking areas, so helping to support and get people back to walking again. So some nice like rails, so you got a little walkway here, and again, another medical person kind of assisting. Back here, you've got some rails. That could be for weightlifting. This is meant to be a big kind of weight that we're lifting here with another patient. And then back here, you've got some other sort of medical equipment that also has a little flip down cabinet, a little tape piece there. So not really sure exactly what this would be, but maybe recording of the exercise or something. And then you've got kind of like a physio table here. So it's just a stretcher on some barrel pieces, on some 2x1s. And these stretchers all have the, let's see if I can get it off here, the flip down legs. So you can kind of mock them rolling around. So they kind of flip down and flip up, which is pretty cool. So that is the Lego Dacta Hospital from the education line. The only way to get this, again, was to order it either as a teacher through like an education store or directly through the Lego education catalog to get this. And it was really, again, meant for classroom use. Here's a look at the overall kind of instructions. In terms of building it, it is a little bit challenging because it doesn't have step-by-step instructions for the structure. You kind of have this picture to go off. There's a list of your parts there. And then each section has a little picture. So this is literally the instructions. You're going off this, just kind of counting. I mean, it's not a terribly complex build, so it's definitely doable. And then the back side has a picture for each area. So this would be representing kind of the ward room and recovery. You got that nice like cassette player on the table, a little toy truck there, Maybe that parent's bringing in some pizza, nurse is bringing in some medications, got the cast on with the signatures. So really cool little pieces. These are all laminated too. So here's the entranceway. So it shows you that. And then on the back, there's your parents coming in with the kid, meeting the nurse. There's the other medical person back at the reception area. Here's your rehab unit, so you can see everything there that we had built. And there's the rehab. So the whole idea of this is a story of kind of a kid going through the hospital. So I think he broke his leg and is getting kind of the whole hospital treatment here. So you got that one there. Then you've got actual instructions for the ambulance. So it's kind of odd that you go, through those picture ones. And then this one does have kind of a classic Lego instruction for the ambulance. And there's nothing on the back of that one. And you get the same thing for the car. So there's your Lego car instructions. And again, blank on the back. And then here's our last unit here, the operating room and the post-op ward. So there again, you just kind of follow the picture for the instructions. And then there's the art for inside. There you go. So again, that's the Lego Dacta Hospital. And thanks for watching Wild Med Bricks. We're gonna have more hospitals to come.